Hey guys, and welcome back to another Halloween video. Today I have my first of the new for 2023 Michaels exclusive Spooky Town buildings. It is the Dungeon of Terror. Now before this video begins, I know I was teasing Samantha Supernatural on my Instagram, but that review is actually going to be put on hold for now as my Michaels has just gotten their Spooky Town inventory, and I'm still going to review Samantha, but I'm going to start with the Michaels exclusives first. So on to the building. The Dungeon of Terror is arguably Michael's big flagship building of the 2023 season, as for one, it's the carnival ride of the year, but on top of that, it is also a super spectacular building with the lights and animation, and it's also at a hefty price of $179.99 retail, which is very expensive, so try to get this one with a good coupon. So the Dungeon of Terror was a building that I was really looking forward to because I have been slowly but surely getting carnival buildings over the last couple years, and I've been meaning to do a carnival display, so this is obviously going to fit right in with the other ones that I've been getting. And I think the theming on this building is amazing. So the medieval stuff is not a theme that's done a lot in Halloween villaging. There's been some one-off castles in the past along with some accessories, and Department 56 actually has a castle for their 2023 lineup this year, but in general it's a fairly unexplored theme, so I thought it was very cool for them to do a carnival ride in this style this year. And I gotta say, Lemax has really been having some slam dunks with their rides the last couple years. Like last year, the Bat Bonanza was great. Before that, there was the Web of Terror, which was awesome. They have just been doing a really great job with their rides the last couple years, I think. And this, the Web of Terror, is no different. So as you can see here, this building has so much going on. There is lots of animation, lots of lighting, and it's going to be a great showpiece. Now, just as an FYI, the lights are flickery on my model. I'm not sure if that is a model defect or if that's what all the buildings are, so just keep that in mind. So, I guess let's start with the animation here, as I always do. So, first up, the point of animation, you have the boats at the bottom, which go through the building, which is very cool. So this is like a dark ride, which I also think is pretty neat, but you also have probably the most striking thing here, are these cages that are magnetized that rattle. A very cool effect. Some buildings have used this magnet effect, but this one, it's really cool to see how the cages are rattle like that with the magnets. You also have this scene of the people getting chased by the skeletons. There's even a flickering light inside that adds a really cool effect to it. And then you've got the dragons on the back that fly around, which, by the way, the dragons do come detached. You have to put them on the back yourself. But again, really cool effect. It's actually a similar effect to the Last House on the Left that they did all those years ago. So to get into some of the individual details here, you can see the inside of the building actually has detail on it with the Grim Reaper, and a really cool decal that they used for the interior. One of my favorite details on this is the dark figure that's at the back. You've also got a skeleton up top here who's looks like he's climbing out of the dungeon. And to talk about the lighting here, these gargoyles are actually lit with black lights, which is really cool. You've got the Dungeon of Terror sign that's also lit up. It's at the front. Some of the other details here, you've got the executioner where the boats are. Then you also have this sign that says "Ride into the Underworld." Entrance $6.66 per soul, and the whole building actually has, it's like it's built onto a mountain, and it really does look like a creepy old dungeon that you would ride through. So to talk about the theming on this ride, so of course, this at its heart is a dark ride, but Doug actually mentioned, Doug's Spooky Villages, when we did the Michaels showcase earlier this year, he made an interesting observation in that this is kind of a combo ride, and that the bottom is like a dark boat ride, but at the top, it's like a funhouse / haunted attraction, so I think that's pretty interesting with how they did, it's kind of like a double ride. But I think something else you could do with this building, even though, like I said, it's a ride at its heart, I think this could masquerade as a real dungeon piece because, while the figures do kind of clash with that a little bit with the people, it does kind of look like a real dungeon. So if you have a medieval theme and you are wanting to add to that theme, you could use it for that as well, even though I think at its heart it's supposed to be a carnival ride. Alright guys, so that is the Dungeon of Terror, a spectacular start to the Michaels lineup. I am very excited to tackle some more of these Michaels exclusives. They're going to be a lot of fun to talk about this year as they have a killer lineup of them. But yeah, Dungeon of Terror, you're more than likely going to see this in my top 5. I love all the stuff that's going on here. Great lights animation. It's a standout piece. Alright guys, so once again, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm looking forward to keep going with these Michaels exclusives here, and I will be doing a couple of non-exclusive pieces, and I also, later in the season, will be doing a couple retired pieces. Not as many as last year, but I do have some more coming in. So I hope you all are looking forward to that, and I am approaching ever so closely to that 1,000 subscriber milestone, so thank y'all so much for that. And to tease what I'm going to talk about next time, we're going to be checking out some haunted estates. So until then, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Here it is with the lights and sound.